Hey everybody, welcome to today's live stream. Or if you're watching the replay, welcome to this old live stream. Today we're going to be working in the early stages of building games, specifically positive gaming experiences. So we are going to be, over the next however long it takes, I'm going to be live streaming twice a week. This is the fourth stream so far. Basically starting from complete scratch, nothing downloaded. I don't have much experience. So I'm just researching, learning, and live coding in order to build positive gaming experiences. So who knows what software we'll be using, but the end goal is something that people can feel good about playing and that I can feel good about putting out there, and I hope you all will help me to get it out there. Before we begin the live coding process, I have some things to run through. So first of all, let me get this banner going up here. For those who may join after this moment, after that intro, live, I'm going to throw this banner up that says what we're doing today. And then I also want to let you know what else we have on this channel. So the channel is called Aaron J. Kaplan. So it is first and foremost my channel. I guess you could say like what I do in my life. But I'm trying to focus on one main thing and a couple other things. So the one main thing is how to live a more balanced, healthy, productive life while maintaining creative pursuits on the side, and treating those creative pursuits as if that were your whole life while you're in them, being energetically involved while you're working on your creative projects, but still having a real life and not being the starving artist or on the fringes of society in obscurity, creating away, hoping to one day make it. I'm trying to explore and let you all in on my exploration, exactly how to do that, how to live a good, healthy, balanced, real life, and also be a creative. So that's what else is on the channel. I hope you're here for the live stream though, and if you are, I'm super excited to do this with you. So far it's been a lot of fun and I can't wait for more. So a few more things to go over. First of all, live chat is enabled if you're watching this live, and if you're watching on the replay, comments are enabled, and I'll see those comments later. Whenever you comment, I'll probably get the notification and I'll see right away. And I'll look into it, and the purpose of me telling you this is because you all, I'm hoping, as my audience grows for this, my community can help me during the process. So since I don't have much experience, I'm kind of relying on a lot of Google, otherwise researching, and my live chat feed and comment section eventually to help me out in this process. So that is enabled. If there's any lag in the live chat, I may have fixed that from last time. There was a lag last stream between the live chat when you would chat and when I would see it. But I think I might have fixed that. We'll see, hopefully. And yeah, but I will see it at some point, and it will help regardless of if it's lagging or not. So make sure if you have something to say, you say it if you feel so inclined, and I would love to hear it. So a couple more bookkeeping things to do before we get into live coding, my vision for this project, and where we're at now. So my vision for this project is eventually I'd like to be creating very immersive digital experiences, gaming-like, even maybe some games, but not necessarily like a game that you log in and you have an objective. I have in mind more of like a world that you would live in the digital world. And it's pretty similar, if not the exact same, as you could say a metaverse is. That's a popular term that you may have heard of and could relate what I'm talking about to. But I don't want it to, well, I don't want it to be private, first of all. I don't want it to be just a money grab. And second of all, I don't want it to be addicting, like a place where you could go to live, as people think of when they think of the metaverse or digital universe. They think of, oh, that's going to be instead of real life. My goal is to make something that people love to go experience, but makes them want to live real life even more. So that's my eventual goal. We're starting where we're at now. We're working on some very basic iterations and maybe even parts to that experience, but shipped as complete games. And then available for people to play and for me to learn the whole process of building, shipping, and then testing. Well, building, testing, shipping, testing. And eventually having a great final product or products in addition to what we're working on now, which is the basic parts, I guess you could say, the gears. And a few more things, and then we will get into live coding, I promise. This is going to go quick. If you are new to this channel and you enjoy this live stream, make sure you head over to the channel to see some of my other videos. And if you like what you see, consider subscribing. Check out the other live streams, which will be every Wednesday and Saturday, hopefully. If you're subscribed, you'll get notified of it as long as you are engaging in the stream. So like if you watch this stream a substantial amount of time and you're subscribed to the channel, then next time YouTube will let you know when I upload the schedule to go live. So you'll be aware. But just so you're more aware, most likely every Wednesday and Saturday I'll be here live streaming. If not, I'll be back the next Wednesday or Saturday, as much as I can. If you could help out the channel with a thumbs up, a like, that would be greatly appreciated. It goes a long way to helping the channel, helping YouTube know that this is an engaging stream that it should show other people. Super chat is enabled, so if there's a new banner, super chat's enabled. So if you have the capability to do super chat from your device and your location, it would help the channel a lot. It would help me a lot. It would help this process a lot. I know not everyone can do that, but if you can and you're willing and you want to, then it would definitely be appreciated, and it is available. Last thing before live coding, we're gonna set a new song on the backing track of this stream because I've used this song 3 times and I want to get y'all's input as to what I should put on. So I'm going to show you real quick. Let me share my screen. There we go. There's what I'm working with. Over here, you see these blue things. But we're going to go down here and we're going to see these songs. If any of these pop up as interesting to you all who are watching the stream right now, at any point you think that you want to hear any of these, and I'll read them out in a second. Right now we're on night driving. If any of them sound interesting, hit that live chat and let me know which you would like to hear, and I'll switch to it. We have acoustic cinematic, dance pop, daydreaming, feeding the ducks, into space, lo-fi, rock, or what we're on right now is night driving. So let me know that. And we are off. So let's do it, y'all. And where do we start? So where we got last time, I was working in Visual Studio and it did not want to work for me. I'm on a Mac. Visual Studio was originally not for Mac, but they came out with a later version and it works with Mac. It's actually specifically for Macs. However, I can't get it to run what I'm building. It did build it, it won't run it. And what I'm not sure of, though I know Visual Studio can work on a Mac, I'm not sure if it still runs C++. I think I figured out that it probably does, but we're gonna have to figure that out if it still does. I know it did at a point, but if it still does, and if it doesn't, we're gonna have to use something else to work C++ for Unreal Engine 5. That's one option. Another option is that I might even go with not C++ and Unreal Engine 5. Though I think I'm going to stick with C++, definitely. But there are, I don't know, we'll see. First, let's see if this can work. Because if this can work, I don't have to worry about it. And I'd rather this worked because this is a very standard in the gaming industry these days. It's either Unity or Unreal, or you build your own engine or use a smaller engine. I am potentially going to be working for a company that works with C++ and Unreal, so I would like to learn that. But if I can't on my computer now, I'll just work to learn the engineering side, whatever it can be in. And if I get a job there, then I get a computer from there, and I can work then on C++ with Unreal. So whatever we can work with, we're going to work with. But the point of this stream is to build my project, our project. So this first game, and however I can do that, I'm going to do that. But I'm going to try to start with C++ and Unreal. I'm using Visual Studio Code, but we have to see if it'll work. So let's do that. Just to remind myself of where I'm at. Oh, I made a note over here in my notes for what to do starting today. Can I build a game? Oh, my question is, can I build a game in Visual Studio with Unreal Engine 5 with macOS in 2023? With macOS with C++ in Unreal Engine 5 with macOS 2023. I'm going to search the documentation and Google for an answer to that. So first, let's look at Google. I think it's a very specific question. It should have an answer. If not, I'll double check in the documentation. So I'm just going to copy this question there, put it in a good old Google, and see what it tells me. Up a little. Okay. Well, Unreal comes up and says, setting up Visual Studio, Unreal 5.1 documentation. Yeah, and I have that actually pulled up already, so I'll look at that next. But first, let's see. Well, it should. I mean, if it's in their documentation, it should work. Let me check documentation. All right, it's a big game engine, a big company. I feel like their documentation is up to date, so I will rely on that first. Where did I have it though? Where are we? Oh, here. Okay. So, real quick, that up and see what we have going on the screen better. All right, so this is hopefully what I need to know. Before setting up your Unreal Engine to Visual Studio workflow, the following table lists which versions of Visual Studio are integrated with the binary version of Unreal Engine. Okay. We're on version 5, so that's 4.25 or later. So I need Visual Studio 2019, which is what it is what I installed. See, now I installed this and it didn't want to work. So I'm thinking I installed it wrong. But before I even do anything, let me just see if it's another day and Visual Studio is feeling different today. I'm going to try to build and run this because see, it says build successful down here. But it doesn't create an executable anywhere else, which is another file which can execute, I suppose, the command here and make it pop up somewhere on the screen. Can run the project that I have here. So let's see. And if you're just joining, this is very basic. I'm in the super early stages of this process. I'm just trying to get the right work environment on my computer before I start really getting into the code, learning and writing the code for basic versions of the beginning of this project. So we have a hello world file, and it said build successful. How do we do this again? Pull up our terminal. No, let's just pull up the terminal. Whoop, there it is. And we have to build. How do we build again? Control Command B. Yep, build successful. 1 succeeded, 0 failed, 0 up to date, 0 skipped. Okay, so but it's supposed to make an executable of this very hello world file, but it does not, and this is the problem we're trying to solve. Why does it not make an executable? Let me go back to documentation, and if you're just joining, if you have any idea that could help me along the way, hit that live chat. I'll be watching that. I would love to hear any ideas. But in the meantime, I'll be trying to figure it out myself. So, if you're installing Visual Studio for the first time, you'll want to make sure that you have the following options enabled. So I installed a new version of Visual Studio because it was already on the computer as Visual Studio Code, and now it's being used for React development by my wife. But I am trying to do C++ development. So I installed a new Visual Studio. I'm not sure if I did it right. This says to add C++ tools to your Visual Studio installation, make sure you select game development with C++ under workloads, as well as these options. Okay, but I didn't find that anywhere during my installation. So if I did, though, this would be very straightforward. Either I did something wrong or this documentation is not, in fact, up to date. So let's see. This, I don't think I got this far. So let me check this first. Right-click the toolbar and select Customize at the bottom of the menu that appears. Okay, where are we, toolbar? Where are you? Oh yeah, that might help. Right-click the toolbar. Window, help, window, tools. Customize. Let's see if I can put in help. Customize toolbar. Oh, there we go. And now is this on? Yeah, I guess so. Maybe. Let's see how to customize toolbars on Mac. Do any of the following in an app. Hide or show the toolbar. Wait. Okay. Remove a button, rearrange buttons, add a button. That's what we want to do. Yeah, choose view, customize toolbar. Okay. Let's go to view, customize toolbar. I don't, what did I say? View, customize toolbar. But I press view. Do I see customize toolbar? No. Maybe I need an update on this computer. That's a possibility. View. That's my 2 wires in there. Okay, well. Sure. Okay, well, that didn't help because I can't customize my toolbar. It's not working. All right, it's definitely frustrating, but there has to be some solution to this test on my patients. Maybe it's in Toolbox. I'm gonna check. And what did it say to look for? No, it just said Commands tab and select the toolbar radio button. Drop down next to the toolbar, choose standard. What are we trying to do here? First of all, that's what I need to see. What is it doing? All this. No. That's configuring it. Okay, turn off show inactive blocks. Do not chunks of code. Okay, that's just configuring it. All right, I don't even know what to do right now, y'all. I'm gonna have to think. All right, so if I'm gonna try to think out loud, so this isn't super boring for you all. So I feel like there's like more than one thing going on wrong right now that I can't figure out. So I know for a fact. Oh yeah, the reason that I even built this Hello World file was to see if C++ was configured on Visual Studio install, and this proves, I think, that it is not. So I need to configure it. Okay, that's a good start. Solving this riddle. Step 2 would be reinstall, or try to add. Okay, so that's what I need to do. I need to, the answer I think is yes. I think yes. Well, let's come back to that. Documentation says yes. Documentation says yes. If it's up to date, then yes, I can use it. Okay, now we need Visual Studio to be installed with the C++ workload. Where are we at? I actually forgot why I came to notes. I got distracted by answering these questions. Hey, y'all. All right, so we need Visual Studio installed or reinstalled, and or updated if we can do that somehow. Oh, that's why I came to notes to write that. Okay. Visual Studio needs C++ workload, and I think it's called dependencies, maybe, or getting that confused with hearing that a lot around the house while my wife is working. And it might not be called dependencies. It's called something though. C++ workload and other necessities, we'll call it. Okay, so how do we get that in there? That's not how it says, at least here it says. View toolbox, and then customize. Customize toolbar? No. Oh, that was for something different. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's go back to this installer. We're over here. Now let's try to install it again and see if we can see at some point in the process if it gives us that option to add C++. Okay, yeah, and this I'm really not thinking it was giving it to me. No, that's not what I was looking for. Whoops. That's like the license I was looking at. Yeah. But it's supposed to say in here somewhere C++. I don't think I saw it last time. I really don't. Let's see if we can edit up here. No. Nope. Okay. It sure is not there. And I might be in somewhere, might be somewhere else, but this is all I see. And just so you know, if I can't figure this out in this stream, I'm not going to do another stream trying to figure this out. I'll just figure it out before the next stream and let you all know what happened so we can move on. I'm going to do 3 streams trying to download Visual Studio. Let's see. I'm gonna look up, does .NET work for C++? Because it's possible that maybe it works something. C#. I think Cocoa. I've heard of that. Nice. So I'm gonna look up C++ with .NET or Cocoa. C++ with .NET or Cocoa. Okay. .NET Core is what does it say here? First of all, I need to see this whole thing, so I'm gonna give that some space. Unless I can scroll. No. Okay. No, this is not giving me a great answer. Use C++ with Cocoa instead of Objective-C. You cannot write a Cocoa application entirely in C++. Okay, so Cocoa is not our answer. So what about .NET? Can I use .NET in C++? Yes. Mac OS. Can I use .NET? Can I do C++ with Visual Studio on Mac? Where's .NET? Start with .NET development on Mac OS. See Visual Studio 2019 for Mac. Okay, so I'm not going to spend another 20 minutes installing Visual Studio again this stream. I'm going to do that outside of the stream if that turns out to be the best course of action, to reinstall Visual Studio with .NET enabled, because I disabled that last time thinking that that would not help because I was looking for something else. I was looking for this over here. It says I should find the C++ for game development workload under workloads. But I did not. I don't see anything like that, but the closest I do see .NET, and apparently that works with C++ and Mac. I think. So I might do that. I'm going to make a note. Homework down here. 3:10:23. I'm just gonna put download proper Visual Studio, and Maybe with .NET. .NET? Question mark. And we're gonna try that some other time. Next time. If that's what it is. But let's let me just for make sure, put that in again into Google or somewhere besides Unreal's documentation and see in 2023 can I do this? Because if I can't do it, there's no point in trying to figure it out, right? And y'all, I'm still listening to this night driving backdrop because no one's left in the live comments, the live chat, what music they want to hear in the background. So I guess night driving is okay. If it's not, though, we have acoustic cinematic, dance pop, daydreaming, feeding the ducks, into space, lo-fi, or rock. And if you let me know in live chat, I'll put something else back there. If you're bored of this night driving. I'm starting to get bored of it, though. It's okay. My brain is more focused over here, trying to figure out how to get Visual Studio working. What version of C++ does Unreal Engine 5 use? That has nothing to do with my search, so I think I added too many words in the search. Too specific and throwing off Google. Or my answer's in there somewhere and I'm just missing it. Huh. Okay, guys. Oh, we got some chat here. Let's see. Change it to feeding the ducks. And I think you need to use .NET. I think I might too. Let's see. Feeding the ducks. Here's our new background music. No, it's funny. I was thinking feeding the ducks was going to be the one before I started the stream, but then I decided to let you all choose. And Lisa Kaplan chose feeding the ducks. Thank you. All right. We're getting this groove, feeding the ducks. I like it. All right, so I think I do need to use .NET, but I don't want to have 3 versions of Visual Studio on my computer at one time. Especially that I don't want to keep adding more and more and more that isn't going to work. So I would, before doing that, which I would do after the stream, I would also after the stream delete the one I just installed last stream before installing it. So that might happen then. If that's the answer. And I kind of hope it is, but then that means that Unreal's documentation is not up to date, or I'm just not a good reader. So it's just either one is possible, I guess. Let me see when it was updated. Unreal Engine documentation. When were you written? If that's a thing I can see. I really doubt this would be not up to date, but it's possible, I guess. How do I even see when it was written? Other than checking for a date. Okay. No, not gonna do the trick, you guys. So yeah, I think my brain is not feeling this. I can't figure it out, and I need to download this, but I don't want to spend 20 minutes downloading it on a live stream. So this is what we're gonna do, guys. Today we did not get too far, so I'm gonna figure out the answer to this question after the stream. I'm gonna bring you back on Wednesday with fully set up work environment, and we're gonna move into coding. That's it. Thank you for tuning in. Sorry we didn't get too far this time, but I hope it was entertaining anyways. And now we have a new song in the background to listen to next time. We're gonna listen to Feeding the Ducks next time. All right, guys. See you hopefully next time.